What's up, guys? I'm back with another review. Today I've got one from Warner Archive, and it's the 1988 miniseries version of Jack the Ripper. So this stars Michael Caine as a skilled investigator who's somewhat unreliable because he dips into the booze every once in a while. But because the police are so baffled by these, murders of these prostitutes, that they've got to do something. So they bring him in, hoping that he can keep it together long enough to help on the case. And there's really, it's Jack the Ripper. That's what the story is. You know what I mean? He looks into the case. This miniseries is based on research at the time that was considered to be breakthrough, according to the back of the case. Anyway, it definitely tries to point in the direction of a specific suspect, but it also looks at several other suspects. It's a really interesting version of the story. Whether or not they have the right person, we'll never know. It seems like there's a lot of theories in every possible direction on this. What I like about this is the production values, like the period costumes and the locations are fantastic. It definitely has the atmosphere that you want from a Jack the Ripper movie. It also doesn't have a lot of violence, but it has more than you might expect for a TV miniseries. The performances are fantastic. Michael Caine is nuts here. He's a lot of fun to watch. Armand Assante is really good too as an eccentric actor. You got Jane Seymour, Susan George. Who else was in this one? Lewis Collins, Michael Gothard. So it's a really deep cast, but Michael Caine is definitely the standout. He kind of dials up the camp a little bit, but not too much, but just enough to kind of make it more fun than maybe it should be. It's also based on a lot of real life events. It seems like a lot of research went into it. But it's another one of those cases where a lot of liberties are taken, especially with the character that Michael Caine plays. History doesn't seem to agree that he was an unreliable drunk, and a lot of people believe he actually was Jack the Ripper. So it's not completely historically accurate, but it is what it is. I like it. I think this is a really well-made miniseries. I think the performances and the atmosphere are fantastic. It's 3 hours long, but the way that it's broken up on this DVD set is that you can watch, the first half on one disc and the second half on the second disc. So it's a really nice break point if it's something you need to watch over multiple sittings. So don't let the 3 hour runtime scare you off. It's not slow paced at all. It's consistently moving. I won't say that it's like Grease Lightning paced, but it's definitely not slow or deliberate. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of directions that the investigation goes. A lot of red herrings, a lot of dead ends. So there's always something going on. It never feels slow or dull in the least. I really like it. Obviously, some people are going to be upset because it doesn't take a horror angle or really play up the violence and the sleaze. But it's a TV miniseries, and I think they did what they could. And I think they wanted to make it a tasteful, thriller instead of playing into the exploitation. I really think it's good, and I think if you're interested in true crime, Jack the Ripper, or you just want to see Michael Caine kind of camp it up a bit, I would definitely check out Jack the Ripper. The DVD set from Warner Archive doesn't have any extras, but it's got the full 188-minute version of the miniseries. The transfer looks fine. It is what it is. It's a TV miniseries from the 80s. It doesn't look fantastic, but I think it looks about as good as it's going to look. I know that there was a recent restoration on it, and there's a Blu-ray release, an international Blu-ray release. I can't speak to that. I haven't seen it. I've only seen this version, but I can tell you that this is a really decently priced value for it. So if you're not able to import movies, definitely check out Warner Archive's version. I really liked it. Again, I know that it's not going to be for everybody because I really think a lot of people are going to be disappointed because there's not a ton of violence in it. But if you just like true crime and like really well-made dramas and great period dramas, definitely check it out. So that's my review of Jack the Ripper. You can check out my full write-up of it at markfusion.com, as well as over 1,000 other movie, TV show, video game, anime reviews. There's also hundreds of other movie reviews right here in this YouTube playlist. I would greatly appreciate it if you like my videos to check out some of the older ones to help me with my view count and my minutes watched, which are the hoops that YouTube makes small channels like mine jump through. So that's it. Doesn't seem like a big deal to go back and watch a couple old videos every once in a while, but it actually is a massive help to me. I'm also on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch at MarkFusion. You can go to Patreon and get exclusive content for $5 a month. You can go to Letterboxd and follow me. I diary what I'm watching there, so you can kind of get an idea of what might be popping up here soon. But the best way to help me out is just to watch some old videos if there's something in there that you're interested in. And just drop a sub helps me out as well. These are free, easy, direct ways you can help me and help me to continue to make content. So thank you so much for watching this video. I greatly appreciate it. Hopefully I'll see you soon.